Hello, everybody. It's me. It's RDV. Apologize, we're a little late. I'm a little bit under the weather still from last week. I got my less than guest. Remember, you're not a guest yet.
Darn, you're right. I forgot about that. Shoot. Hang on. I'll adjust.
There's this fellow here that's helping me with the stream tonight.
All lowercase letters too. So
Yes.
there you go.
I guess there's no watch. I guess there's 5 people watching, but no comments yet in the StreamYard showing. But anyway, what we do here tonight is our top 5s. We count down. We take 5 books off our pull list each, and we count them down from what we're basically least excited to the most excited to. Obviously, there's no bad books in our pull list because we wouldn't be pulling them.
I don't know. Every time I talk about a book, Eric Breen shows up and tells me how bad it is. That I shouldn't have it.
Right.
So.
That being said, hello to Rhaegar. Hello to Undead Quinn. And anybody else who might be watching tonight. I'm going to just jump right into it right away. Not because I'm not feeling good, because I want to get this over with. No, I love you guys too. Well, all right. Showing my screen here. Boom, go right into this. And all right. And I'll let my person to the side of me.
Is that me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's you.
I'm so honored. Wow, I'm not even a full guest, and you're letting me go first. Wow, just so.
Well, yeah, because I have the better books.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Okay. I think so this week.
Okay. We're gonna start off. I'm in my top 5. And the number 5, I've actually got several books. I've got probably 7 or 8 that I'm looking at getting. I might do some shout outs when we go through these.
Mm-hmm.
But the number 5, one that was just brought to my attention yesterday, is, what's it called? It's the Moon Knight, the Black, White, and Blood, number 1.
All right, should be right up here.
They should be up towards the top. Yep, there it is. Right there, the first. I like that. I like that cover too. That's a pretty sweet cover A.
Yep.
So this is, the black, white, and whatever color. Sometimes it's red. Sometimes it's blood. Sometimes it's gold. It depends.
It's always red.
Oh no! If Wonder Woman had gold.
What Marvel's been doing doing the blood.
Superman did red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah, Elektra and I think Wolverine.
Wolverine was the first one to do it for Marvel.
Yeah.
And then they had Deadpool at his own.
So this is Moon Knight's turn, and it's like the others. It's an anthology series, so it's 3 short stories in this one issue. The big name that got my attention was Jonathan Hickman has a story in here with Chris Bachalo.
You mean it was Mark Guggenheim?
No, not Mark Guggenheim. I don't know anything. I don't want to read anything. I mean, he's just tagging along. He's like a remora on the underside of the shark. That is Jonathan Hickman.
Honestly, I don't know anything about him other than the name sounds like it's an older name. Like it's been around.
He was involved in something. Didn't he do? I think he was with X-Men Gold. When the
I
new
thought
X-Men
he was
Gold
before that. Wasn't he like in the 90s?
He might have been. I just know him from X-Men Gold. I
realize you're the wrong person to ask. I don't have a brain here.
Yeah, I can look up his whole biography and everything later on. But actually, yeah. There's a third writer on this book is Morea Ayadele. I'm probably butchering his name, but he actually has a team up story here of Moon Knight and Spider-Man teaming up, and I've heard good things about that story. I read a little review on that one that said it was really well done. So but yeah, it's it's Moon Knight. I'm on kind of a Moon Knight high right now, following the show.
And fans of the show know that we love reading the Moon Knight and the Spider-Man team ups. We've read a few of them right here. They're just fun.
Yeah. And there's some pretty cool covers too. I like the cover A. There's some pretty cool variants though. None that I think I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to try to find any of these, but there is a good selection. The ones with Khonshu, actually, down at the bottom, those are kind of cool. That's like a painted cover look almost. But
this is a weird one.
Which one's that? The Bachalo variant?
Yeah, with the balloon and the kid has
a Pikachu hat too. You'll float too.
The monsters right here, and like I was like, oh
yeah, that's a unique one. I'm surprised they don't have one with Spider-Man on it. Actually,
oh, they don't actually. They don't at all.
Yeah.
I do like these the Bajorn variant.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Sienkiewicz apparently does the cover, the main cover.
Sienkiewicz, yeah, he's got the main one there. Yeah, he does.
That's
he
why
does
it looks
really
so good
good. He does great.
He did the covers on some of the Doug Mensch ones back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been he's been posting a lot of his work up on Twitter recently. I've been loving seeing a bunch of his art. It's Elektra stuff, Moon Knight stuff. That's a really cool one. I like that one too.
The detail on this.
Look at the knife sticking out of his leg.
I know.
That's metal. Oh, that's awesome. And I might try to find that one. But and good evening to Maranya and Trusty and Eric Breen. They've all shown up.
Hey, Breen.
As soon as we started saying Spider-Man, they all just popped up out of the woodwork.
Now you said it again. They're going to say yes all again.
They are. They don't watch. But yeah, so this is I was just told about this yesterday. Skipintosh brought it up to me yesterday and said that he was excited about the Jonathan Hickman story. Apparently Hickman wrote several good solo superhero books back in I think it was part of the Ultimates line. So I'm going to have to go track those down and read through those. But I'm excited to read about what he does with Moon Knight here.
Uh-oh, he's on his no kick now.
His what?
Now he's on his Daniel Bryan no chance.
Oh. Why?
He's turned heel.
Oh. That one's kind of cool. It's a little cartoony.
I love how it says turned advisory.
Yeah, well, yeah, Moon Knight's one of the...
I know, but it was such a cartoonish cover.
Oh, yeah, with that cartoonish... It's almost... I don't know. I was almost going to say Frank Miller, but not quite.
No,
it wishes it was a Frank Miller. But yeah.
The main cover, though, is what I like the most.
The Bill Sienkiewicz one is really nice.
Yeah.
With the cape and everything.
Sienkiewicz. I've heard it both ways.
I like the cape. I like what happens with the
a most propitious heel turn. But I just can't get up this cover.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
The blood hands.
That would make a really cool statue if you could do a statue like that. Have him with his upper body like that, and then the cape.
And I love his signature. Stand. Look at this. It's just like a flat line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like how do you verify it? Anybody could just draw a line going across.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But yeah, that's it. That's going to be the number one book, or one of the books. My number 5. No, my number 5. I misspoke. I'm not going backwards. I promise. When I get to my number 1 book, everyone who knows me, they're going to be like, "Of course, that would be the one."
All right.
But yeah. So what about you?
It's funny because you pulled this out as a number 5 because this is also my number 5.
Oh, is it really? Ah, darn.
Yeah.
I was trying to.
It's on my pull list, and I had another one from last week because it was The Walking Dead. Because apparently it was advertised being out, and it got pushed back. The physical copies coming out this week actually.
Oh, for Walking Dead.
It was really weird because the digital version of it was up on sites, and I was just like, why is it? I was freaking out. I was like, because I forgot to pick it up at my LCS, and I'd already gone back and got the other book for reading it last week. I was just like, oh my gosh, did I forget this? Because these books go fast. If you don't get them, they're gone the next week or even later that day.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's like, no, it comes out next week. He's like, I was like, oh, I need a heart attack, man, because I'm collecting these. Because I do not want to pay a fortune trying to collect the other ones, the original black and whites.
You're talking about The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about The Walking Dead.
Okay, yeah, so you still had Moon Knight up there. So
I know. Well, I was just pointing out, though.
Yeah.
So this book, I put on my list because in the Discord group, I saw that you were in him and Skip were talking about this, and I figured, you know what, it is true. How often do you see Hickman writing a solo story for a single character?
Not very often.
I put it in my 5 because I don't want to put it higher because was afraid that it was gonna be Kurt Marvel. You don't know what you're gonna get. This could be a good Hickman story. This could be an X-Men Hickman story.
Well, it's 12 pages that he's getting to tell it.
I know. I mean, like,
bad,
and I don't know the other two. I mean, I've heard of Guggenheim, but I don't know what exactly his work is.
Yeah.
And the other guy is a brand new person. So, well, I'm hoping for $4.99, it's actually decent.
Yeah.
That's why it's on my pull list. And also because if it wasn't Moon Knight and it was any other character, I wouldn't pull it.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, like I said, I'm on a Moon Knight kick right now. So if it was like, pick one, Iron Fist or Namor or Wonder Man. If it was Wonder Man, I'd probably pick it up. But those other two guys, I probably wouldn't pick it up. So
Breen's like kicking himself. Look at these comic noobs. Don't know anything about these guys.
Probably.
I mean, if Breen had a pull list, we'd let him on. Then he can yell at us on there.
Yeah. He doesn't read current comics, though. If I'm correct.
He does. He doesn't. He just puts them back on the shelf.
Oh, okay.
Perks of working at a comic book store. You can read any book you want.
All right. So are we back to me?
Yep. You're number 4.
My number 4 is they're gonna shake their heads in the chat. I can hear them and see them doing it in my mind already. Is Banner of War, Donny Cates' Thor and Hulk crossover. Banner of War Alpha number 1 is my number 4 pick this week. I think that'll be up at the top, or unless you've already got it. Yep, there it is. Yeah, this one, I have been looking forward to this one ever since probably I started reading Donny Cates' Hulk. Yeah, it's Donny Cates. Say what you want to about him. The one thing I think that he does really good consistently is he has this way of interconnecting all these different titles and areas that he works on. So we saw with Venom, the way he tied Thor and Venom together was really cool.
Here's the wraparound connecting variant.
Which
one?
You
got one from Shaw.
Oh.
I guess that's...
Oh, yeah, that's a more classic-looking Thor. Oh, with the Rainbow Bridge and everything. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that one.
So
very vibrant.
It's going to be a front and back cover, yeah.
Yeah, there's several... They're all really bright.
But I'm looking
covers.
at these... You look at these... you got Gary Frank doing a cover artist.
Yeah, Gary Frank's... I think he's the cover A, isn't he?
What is he?
No, it looks like Gary Frank is the cover A.
Main cover? Yeah.
Ryan Stegman is the 125 variant. I like Stegman a lot.
Kirkman, yeah. I guess he is a main cover because Brad Anderson also has a cover in here too, but it's not listing him, so he must be working on it with he must be the colorist.
Maybe. But yeah, this one will be interesting. I don't really know that much what's going into it. The only really lead up they've had to this crossover that I've seen is Hulk. Was in Hulk number 6. He was, spaceship Hulk is flying through space and just gets hit with Mjolnir just out of left field and throws him off by surprise. So that's really the only lead into this that I've seen. Apparently, it's the 60th anniversary of both Thor and the Hulk.
Oh yeah.
So
they're just. It sounds like they just threw a curveball to left field because of the fact it's 60th anniversary. Mm-hmm. So they're like, let's have Hulk versus Thor because that sells.
Let's do them both in one book, so we don't have to do a celebration story for each one.
Yeah.
But hey, it's Thor and Hulk fighting each other. I mean, that's enough to get me on board.
I'm just geeking out because I follow Ryan Otley on Instagram. He said he's like, dude, it's like whether you like the book or you like the story or not, I'm just having fun just drawing whatever crazy stuff as much as I want.
Nice.
And I love that when he says like people say stuff like that because I love his art, right? Ryan Otley on Invincible, and he did the exact same thing when it comes to fighting on all the fighting the gore and stuff. He's like Marvel's let me do what I want to do. It's like holy crap! It's
That's
like
awesome.
How gory he can make it look and stuff. I'm surprised they haven't tried censoring him, like they did with the other guy.
Yeah.
Smallwood.
What's his name? Greg Smallwood, I think. Yeah.
But
no, that's cool. But yeah, no, I'm excited about this. I think, people, everyone has their opinions of Donny Cates. I've always liked reading the books that he's written. So I'm excited to see how this one goes. It'll be fun to look and see if there's any callbacks to any of his earlier cosmic titles that he did.
Oh my gosh.
If there's like a future Ghost Rider, that one's cool. The Street Fighter looking video game fighter. That's kind of funny.
Green Goliath versus Thor, God of Thunder.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the mouth part though.
Yeah, that's weird. It looks like they blacked out. Like he should have teeth there, but
it almost looks like his teeth are going up around his jaw, his cheek and stuff.
Yeah, no, I can see that. Yeah, that's weird.
Loptal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look for that cover probably. That is a neat idea.
It's cool. Reverse is like, that's kind of interesting.
But yeah, this is one that I've been looking forward to probably most of the year. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Hulk versus Thor, and then it's gonna carry on in their own. They're gonna have I think a title or two.
Okay, I know why Small was censored for what it. Yeah, because I don't want to go into it. But I mean, yeah, I know. I understand why he was censored, but Marvel and DC apparently. I mean, I guess they'd rather focus more on propaganda. I'm surprised that they even censor anything at all. But as you think if you draw something like someone's like spine getting ripped out and stuff like that, like something you see in Spawn, you wouldn't see that in Marvel because it'd be too graphic for kids.
I think they would still do it. They'd probably just do it in one of the mature.
Well,
remember when Marvel did the Max
mature
line?
Books.
Yeah.
But
remember the Max line? They did all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, that was back. Yeah, it was back when when Marvel had balls.
Yeah, right.
Now Marvel's been neutered. And he says, "Hey."
Well, so Eric
anyway
did that. But yeah, no, I'm excited to read this one. So
yeah, I was kind of because this isn't Ryan Adderley doing the art in this book though. That's why I was kind of hesitant to pick this up.
Yeah, but I think I guess once it gets to the Hulk title, because they have it says it will be continued in the next Thor issue, and I'm sure after that, the next part of the story will continue in the next Hulk issue.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you'll get Ryan Otley. He'll get a hand in it, probably in that one.
Yeah, hopefully. All right, so that was your number 4.
Number 4, Banner of War. It rhymes.
Hulk versus Thor, Banner of War.
Don't shake your heads too much, chat.
They should just call him the War Banner.
Oh, War Banner works too.
Yeah,
that's a good name as well.
Which banner are you? I'm the one that's called War. All right, my book might go to my number 4. I'll have to scroll down a little bit. I can see it. Oh, it's right here. It's actually Mortal Red Sonja, number 2.
Ah, nice.
Mainly because it's doing the Merlin's kind of stuff.
Didn't issue 1 just come out 2 weeks ago, or was it a little bit longer?
I think so.
Wow,
maybe last month.
That's pretty fast. Yeah.
Well, most of these books have been once a month. I noticed that. Even Deadly
Class. That's what I thought. It should be once a month. Yeah, but it just feels like it was 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Anyway, this is Dan Abnett writing this. It's a new kind of story, kind of different, and then it's compared to the one that's currently going on, the Red Sonja, which I just don't care for right now because the writer just doesn't understand the character. Instead, gave her a daughter or a girl that wants to be her daughter, and she's slowly becoming Red Sonja, the mom. And I don't care for that crap because that's not what her character's about. Anyway, so this Dan Abnett's writing this it takes place during I guess somehow it's during the medieval ages. It's a crossover between the medieval ages and the barbarian ages. I guess they were all one and the same, according to Dynamite, whatever. And Red Sonja was cursed with. She basically put on this enchanted chainmail. Didn't realize that it was cursed, and now she can't take it off.
Oof.
She made a big oof. So now she's trying to seek out Merlin in order to basically get the disenchanted armor off, because it's an armor. It's basically belongs to King Arthur. King Arthur's soul's trapped, I guess, his conscious or his soul is trapped inside this armor, and it keeps talking to her, and basically implores her, "Hey, you need to like go seek out Merlin to free me and stuff like this." And she's like, "Okay, whatever, fuck it, I'll go do it." And so yeah, so in this, I guess issue 2, she's gonna seek out the Lady of the Lake, according to the description. And looks like she's holding Excalibur.
Yeah, that's a pretty sweet cover, actually. I like that one.
Yep.
There's some pretty cool variants for it too.
Some of these, I gotta point out again, these variants are starting to look like little manga-ish. She doesn't have the big eyes yet, but it's getting there.
One or two of them, maybe.
Like this is like your manga version of, like,
that one is probably the most manga looking.
Like your One Piece.
No, not even close. Not even close. One Piece is the covers and the images are way busier. There's way more characters.
This is the cover I was looking for, the J and
yeah,
because that's classic Red Sonja.
I figured that would be the one that.
Well, why not? It has all the gold. Look at all the stuff, the snake, everything. Yep. Yes. King Arthur is not Red Sonja's type, or the. All right. During XL Mages push, Iron Man was marked as teen. Okay. All right. So yeah, this is my number 4. Right so on. Like I said, I'm just looking for lighthearted books. I'm not really looking for like serious or dramatic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one looks like a lot of fun. That one is one that I'm going to be picking up tomorrow too, because I really liked the first issue as well.
Yeah, I prefer action, humor stuff, comedy, like that stuff.
Yeah, right.
Some of these books get really in your head, like they're like head case books.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not everything has to be like a Chris Nolan Batman movie or something like that. Right.
So let's go to your number 3.
Sure. So my number 3, we're going to get into the indies now over here. My number 3 is going to be, it may be a ways down on your list. Nottingham, number 7, from Mad, what's it called? Mad Cave Studios. There it is, right there.
Yep. X versus Sving. What?
Yeah,
Sving Venice.
It's Latin, I think, probably.
Mad Cave. Why is it not familiar?
I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I think didn't Beckstar, wasn't that a Mad Cave?
Isn't this Joe Corallo's studio?
Maybe, because I was reading through one of the earlier issues and I saw an ad or a solicit for Beckstar.
Robert Roberts, the current Red Sonja, I'm not into it. I've been kind of going with Elseworlds ones, the other one shots and stuff of that series. I'm just not a fan of the original. I guess the ongoing series by Mercalor. It's the M. Like I said, they said last week had a spinoff series with the girl growing up, and now she's a Red Sonja, and so I'm just done with that.
But yeah, no, Mr. Mad Cave, that is the one that Joe Corrallo's Beckstar.
I thought so. It sounded familiar.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this. I just now noticed too on the cover, it's another redhead with swords.
I may have to pick this up.
It's not Red Sonja, I promise.
It's medieval Sonja.
This is the volume 2. Originally, it was just supposed to be a 5-issue miniseries, but then they brought it back for a second volume, which I'm really excited about. So in this volume, I won't give away too much of what happened in the 6th issue, but from what I remember, the sheriff of Nottingham, who is the main protagonist that you follow through the story, he has to team up with Robin Hood, who is seen as the bad guy in this story. And so in this one, though, I think Maid Marian is going to be the center of attention, because she kind of is playing both sides. She's not with Robin Hood, but she's also not against him either. So she's not with the sheriff or against him. She's kind of playing both sides. She just kind of, wants to come out ahead and whatever is in her best interest. So I'm really loving these covers, dude. They kind of have a connecting cover thing they've been doing, or it looks like they're doing for the second volume, which I really dig. It's the same writer and the same artist from the first volume, which is also cool. I like that sense of continuity.
I'm liking this two sword here. It's reminding me of The Witcher.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Silver blade and the normal blade.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it's really cool. I've been enjoying the story so much. Actually, that was one of the two free comic book day issues I got was Nottingham. They had a free comic book day.
So is this Maid Marian?
Yeah.
Okay, so Maid Marian get revenge against Nottingham.
Well, yeah. Well, like I said, she's not against she's not on any one side. She's kind of playing both sides. She's like a double crossing femme fatale kind of.
That harlot.
Yeah, so it's like you never know. She's gonna act in her own best interest. So
it sounds like the other Clint Eastwood movie where he just plays both sides.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Fistful of Dollars.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. There's so many Clint Eastwood
it's in that trilogy. It's in the.
There's so many Clint Eastwood. I was more of a John Wayne Western guy.
At least you know what John Wayne is. I'll give you the credit for that.
That's right. John Wayne's the king.
All right, so that's your number 3.
My number 3, Nottingham number 7.
Cool. All right, I'll get to my number 3 now. I think my book will be better.
You think?
I think so. You know, as long as Skip's not watching, Skip won't, because I don't think Skip will agree.
Oh, I know what it is. Doggone it, because it's on my list too.
I'm just trying to find it now. Did I pass it up? Is it that far down? It can't be that far down.
No, it shouldn't be that far down. It should be.
There it is, right there.
It's right there. Yeah.
Nocterra number 10.
Number 10. 10 issues already. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it took a pause, and I was like, okay. And I thought, I wasn't ready for a while. So then I went to go catch up. I was like, holy crap! Like they're only on issue 10. I thought they would have like a couple more. So yeah, this is basically they're going to we're getting close to the, I guess I don't want to say the end of the series, but end of this arc. Mm-hmm. They're going to basically bring back the light to this basically world where it's in complete darkness and full of shadow monsters that basically, if they touch you, they convert you into one of them. So it's a race against time, with the help of an unlikely ally to break into the facility and bring back the light. It's a girl basically being the protagonist, and then but it's not her just doing everything by herself. She has a group of people. It's like watching Convoy.
or like some really twisted version of Smokey and the Bandit.
It's like Convoy mixed with Resident Evil, with Alice, it's like, Alice and like group of ragtag people, survivors, and then along the way they feed themselves. They like feed on like the night creatures, like they don't know, because the funny thing about these creatures, the animals, is that they reproduce with base, no matter what the species they were before. If it was a cat and dog, now they have a cat dog, or what was it, a hawk dog or something?
A hawk and a dog, or a hawk and a rat, or something.
And it's just like they're eating. They cook it up and fry it no matter what. Mm-hmm. So it's funny.
Yeah.
Blacktop Bill is a character I never thought I'd like. This sounds kind of dumb, but he's the antagonist. He is a guy. He's like, he's a little bit crazy, but he's also very useful, and you can't trust him. But he's proven to be one of the best characters on here, even though he's the antagonist, helping them find this facility that turned him into what he is. It's so you get the main girl who's basically trying to keep everybody together, and not turn each other, and also survive the night, because it's endless night on the road.
Yeah,
and there's no rest stops. It's like a Stephen King movie almost.
Almost, yeah. I have to wonder if Stephen King had some kind of, if that's one of Scott Snyder's inspirations.
Because Scott Snyder has worked with Stephen King before on American Vampire.
Oh, really? He did? Oh, I did not know that.
American Vampire, the first volume. Stephen King was doing the backup stories.
Okay.
You can check those. Some of the issues were actually read on Ash's channel and Ash on Comics.
Right on.
So yeah, and plus this is Tony S. Daniels' art too. I love his art.
Yeah, Tony S. Daniels fantastic. You can even see right there on that cover the way the light just pops against the darkness.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
That's him. He did this cover, main cover, and then there's the alternate covers.
Yeah,
he did a variant. He did.
Yeah, cool. The Tony S. Daniels. Yeah, that variant right there with the blinding sunlight behind her, almost it looks like.
So
that's awesome.
The variant gives you kind of hope they're gonna bring back the sun. You know?
Yeah,
bring back the lights. It's like it is a, but I'm not knowing Scott Snyder likes to drag out his stories. It's gonna be a while before we get the sun back.
I'm all right with that, man. I'm like I said, Noctera is one of the few indie books I see out there that's not like a mini series that holds my attention. So I'm all for keep it going as long as you can.
That too. That's how I felt about The Walking Dead. I was like, don't end, just keep going. I don't care. They can, what's the name? Deadly Class is ending too.
Mm-hmm. And, is it really? Okay.
Issue 56. I'm so sad, and that's another story. That's another thing that's been going on since 2014, 2013. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh man, I just don't want it to end because you finally find a book series where you actually are just into it. Like I never want Firepower to end either.
Right? Yeah, that's the big one for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of actually Firepower, there actually is. For those who don't know, it's Image is putting out their Image First books out this week.
I saw that.
Firepower is actually one of the book, the very first issue, for $1. So it's your way to try out the series for $1.
Yeah, they've got several Firepower is the big one that I saw.
And plus they already have trades out too. So I mean, if you like the first issue,
they also have actually Noctera. They have the first issue of Noctera out there as well for $1. So if you haven't tried it yet, pick it up for $1.
All right.
Alrighty. My number 2. Actually, you can probably just leave Noctera up there because that's my number 2. That's my number 2. I mean, yeah, like you were just saying, it's great to have an independent book that's not just part of a mini series that I know is going to be done within like 5 or 6 issues. It's been really fun. This is the second story arc that they're on. You pretty much summed up the plot. They're, on a convoy trip to go to, I believe they're going to the facility where Blacktop Bill was created.
It was made with all the mercenaries.
Where he was created, yeah. Because there's another one there that hates him. That's like just as bad as
his name's also Bill.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have Bill versus Bill.
Yeah, but
he's bad because
he's just such a sadistic, evil, bad guy. But he's also just like really interesting to read and watch. But it's been a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing. I don't know how long this particular arc is going to go for, but it's just really fun. I like that there's now a surrounding cast of characters, because the first story arc was really just centered on the main girl and her brother. Now it looks like the cast has grown out a little bit. So I'm interested in seeing how that grows and develops. And also Scott Snyder's world building of this whole world and an eternal night is really interesting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it though. He does. I mean, this is one of the books that I look forward to every month. So super excited for it.
It's just funny because this is like a book I never thought I'd get, like I'd be reading. I've read a few Scott Snyder books, and after reading American Vampire, I was like, you know what? I'll give this a shot.
Mm-hmm.
And a world that's in total darkness, and there's like creatures or good call them demons, whatever, from an alternate universe, whatever you would call it, kind of like the Mist. And they have Christmas lights all year on all their like survival camps and stuff. Just lights up. There's one place in the last issue where it was all movies playing, the brightest movies they have, copter films, just playing on all the giant projector screens around the whole entire facility. I was like, this is cool.
It's really, it's really neat. I love the way they do that, the different outposts and cities and everything. Everything's all lit up. It's really cool.
You never want to sleep because you never know if that's your last night. That's freaky.
That's true too.
So yeah, I'll go to my number 2.
We don't need to see your number 2. It's okay.
It's impressive. You need to watch. You look at it. All right, let's let it load a little bit. And my spec will be on there.
They like to take their time. Yeah, and so while he's pulling it up, if you're in the chat, you're watching, be sure to let us know what books y'all are picking up this week. Because we always like to know what y'all are reading. If it's something that, if we've said something you're reading, let us know if you're looking forward to it as well.
All right, so this is my number 2 here. Guest starring a new, she's a recently new character. Here she debuted, I think it was last year or earlier this year in her own book. So, and this is another 30-page one shot.
Okay.
And I gotta give a shout out to Mr. E. He's the one, is it Mr. E 2999? What was it? What's his name?
I have no idea.
I think it's Mr. E. Anyway, he's over on Inglete's channel, and we used to do this, not top 5, but we talk about, we show out the books we got, and he mentioned Grimm Fairy Tales Robin Hood. I was like, I've never heard of this. I've seen Xenoscope, but I never knew that was the name of the books, because I saw these books and like, it's all these girls in scantily clad outfits on comic books. I was like, why aren't these behind like little divide things so kids can't look at them? And then so I was like, okay, what is this? Because that was back in like the early 2000s. I saw that stuff when I was, so he's still talking about this. He's like, and you got this character Robin Hood. It's a retelling of the Grimm Fairy Tales, but like, instead of them being like they are on ABC, just being a bunch of lesbians and weirdos, they turn them into actually action heroes and stuff like this.
Is the girl on top throwing skulls?
Flaming skulls. It looks
flaming like skull. Okay.
Yeah.
Just curious about that.
I'm not sure what her powers are.
It's throwing flaming skulls, obviously.
Yeah. But it's a different spin. It's basically like not Oliver Queen, but she was from this place called the Mist, and she was the daughter of this evil's group of villains, but like sorcerers or wizards, what to call it. And her body was supposed to be like infused with like the darkness, and before they could complete the ritual, she was kidnapped by this monk and sent to the main world that we could consider our world. And so basically she was left on a doorstep. She lived and she grew up in a squalor home with an abusive drunk stepdad, and when her stepmother, were actually doing care for, got sick, she had to go join a gang and do all that stuff, just and everything, just to make money to pay for her mom's, medicine and stuff, and she gets she's actually traumatized because it's actually like, those who know Red Sonja, she was raped and stuff of this. This girl actually was in high school. She was drugged and raped by the top jock. And she ended up basically getting revenge on him by stealing and crashing up his car and stuff like this. His dad, who basically was like the town mayor, tried to hush it up. He owned the cops and all that stuff. She gets sucked back into like the portal, and she's in basically in Nottingham. And she has to go through it goes through the whole Robin Hood thing. And she's like, what the fuck's going on here? It's like, but before she got thrown back though, the guy, she lost her eye because the guy cut her eye out, the boyfriend, the one that raped her. So, and she uses it, she's like, she doesn't need to have an eye anymore because the magic actually allows her to focus with an enchanted bow, fire the arrows. But anyway, it's like, she's been one of the main interesting characters I've been following through. There's also another one called the Red Agent. He's basically Red Riding Hood, who can turn into a werewolf and all that stuff. And you get Belle and stuff. So it's like I said, they've made it for guys and girls. It's not like it's just like pure smut and like girls can't enjoy this. No, it's actually like these are actually intelligent women, fighting against monsters or just other people and stuff. So they actually said that I admit I love the Cheesecake art covers up pinups. They do that. They just go. That's how that's their business. They realize their audience mainly is male. But they do have some women I know who actually are reading this as well.
Right on.
All right. And then I guess LK is saying that is Mystere on top there. Her powers come from voodoo. She is the latest priestess and a good girl. I'm glad. Oh. So yeah, I didn't read that. Now LK is another person who reads Xenoscope too. So you can, if you have questions about that, you can talk to him about that as well.
Yeah.
But that's my number 2. If you're, like I said, if you're looking for actually like good stories and outside of the main 2, check out Xenoscope. All right.
Right on.
All right, let's get a recap from you and then go to your number 1.
All right. My recap, starting at number 5, is Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood. Number 4 is Banner of War, Alpha, number 1. Number 3 is Nottingham, number 7. Number 2 is Nocterra, number 10. And like I said, I'm picking up a few other ones. I'm going to be getting the Immortal Red Sonja one for sure as well. But my number 1 book, you beat me to it. I couldn't even. Everyone that knows me in here, they know I've been excited about this for weeks, if not months.
All you talk about is Jurassic Park or this.
It's dinosaurs and superheroes. Of course, the number 1 on my list is going to be Jurassic League number 1.
At least it's a Daniel Warren Johnson cover, though.
It is. Look, there is also Walter Simonson has a cover as well that he's.
Hey,
doing.
now she fits the SJW qualifications.
What do you mean?
Remember, they always wanted her to not be so skinny and stuff. Now she looks fat and bulky like a man.
She's a Triceratops.
Now she looks more manly.
Have you ever seen a skinny Triceratops? Anyway, this I know I said I was done with miniseries, and this is unfortunately just like a 6 issues miniseries, but I can't pass it up. It's Daniel Warren Johnson. I read his Beta Ray Bill series that he did a while back for Marvel. It was awesome. It was a really fun read. So him doing like a dinosaur version of the Justice League just sounds awesome to me.
Is that a dolphin? Or is it an ape? What is he?
He's a Brachiosaurus. He just doesn't have like the really long neck.
Is it actually a real name, or is it just?
No, a Brachiosaurus is an actual dinosaur.
It's
one of the long neck ones.
When it comes to dinosaur scientific names, I don't really know them.
Yeah, he's probably not going to be a Brachiosaur because he's probably still going to be an alien. But yeah, Batman is supposed to be like an Allosaurus. Aquaman, I think, is going to end up being some kind of ocean dinosaur. I'm excited to see what the rest of them look like. This is just the main trinity they have right here. That
Batman still has his underwear on. Superman doesn't.
No, but he's got the cape. He's kind of like he killed like a red saber-toothed tiger or something for that cape. I don't know how Wonder Woman's costume works, but yeah, I'm excited for this one. I don't know what else to tell y'all. It's dinosaurs and superheroes. I mean, what else do you need?
Wow, it's Breen dressed up as Batman.
That one does kind of look like Breen a little bit. Now
shaking his fist in the air.
I can't unsee it now. But the Walter Simonson one is actually really cool. It's Batman and like a Joker dinosaur.
Yeah, that's Walt Simonson.
Yeah, that one looks really cool.
If you're looking for Walt Simonson stuff, there you go.
Yeah.
Not the dinosaur one.
Yeah, that one's pretty sweet. But yeah, no, I'm excited for this one. I'm looking forward to reading through it and giving my thoughts on Thursday. But dinosaurs, man, and Jurassic World 3 is right around the corner. It's a good time to be a dinosaur fan.
I guess
my
so.
Number 1.
This is funny.
Whatever, man. Be jealous. I'm looking forward to mine probably a lot more than you're looking forward to yours.
It's just funny. I'm thinking like they're gonna release action figures. You're gonna play with the dinosaurs.
Don't put it past me. It depends on how well they're made. If they're like one of those action figures that have like 35 different articulation points, then no.
You're gonna have them on stream. I know you're gonna be like, Luke, rawr, rawr, smash, smash.
If DC Direct puts some out, I cannot promise anything. I can't make any promises.
It'd probably be McFarlane who does it anyway.
Oh, those would be cool if McFarlane did it.
All right.
Quality figurines.
All right, so my number 5 is Moon Knight. Black, White, and Blood. Number 4, Immortal Red Sonja. Number 3 was Nocterra. Number 10. Number 2, Robin Hood. Heart of Darkness, the one shot. And my number one, if you guys haven't guessed yet, I'm just really.
I've narrowed it down to 2.
Tell me what do you think it is?
I don't want to in case I'm wrong.
I want to in case you're wrong.
Is it the Vampirella Strikes number 1?
Ooh, you got it right.
Hey! I should have bet my guest status on that one.
You should have. Oh well.
Oh wow. It was either going to be that or the new Walking Dead, but then you said the Walking Dead wasn't coming out this week.
Well, I told you before, Walking Dead was replaced by Moon Knight.
Yeah, right.
It was on my last week, so it'd be weird kind of have like, oh, it's on your top 5 again. So Vampirella Strikes number 1. This is continuing the story of Vengeance of Vampirella by Tom Sniegoski or Sniegoski. I've never heard it either way. I've never heard it pronounced at all.
Sniegoski.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, it takes place after that, and this isn't the first time they've had Vampirella Strikes. It's been out before throughout the years. I was reading an interview with this, and then one on the back of the other Dynamite books, and him just telling how he just wants to keep the same attitude, the '90s Vampirella attitude going. You know, obviously you're a fan of Priests, where she just sits on a couch and just talks about how she couldn't save a airplane from crashing. Oh well, that's your thing. I actually want a Vampirella who actually just fights monsters and ghouls and just goes all out, you know. So I'm like I said, I'm happy to see that this writer is getting more work, because I haven't been enjoying some of the crossovers really as much. The one that's right now is I think actually it might be Priest again, is the Dracula Vampirella story, where they're like getting hitched, or her lover is like, you know, turning into a cult, turning into the host for Dracula to come back to life. I'm like, I'm just done with the Dracula crap. You know, it's been done. So it's no, because it sticks into my heart, because in the original Vampirella books, she and Dracula were enemies, bitter enemies. He always wanted her, but she never wanted him. You know, and this guy created just like Cates and just like Williamson, Sniegoski, he basically created his own Vampirella world through Harris back in the 90s. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting to see this guy continuing his version of her, and I still today say it's the best version. And I don't know if I can click on some of these variants.
Look at that. Wow.
I know it's like the cosplay.
Oh, that's the cosplay.
There's one here, and there's one here too. And this looks, I can't tell. It looks digital, but I don't want to click on it because it might be too big, and it might. Yeah, but look at the variants. Oh, look, there's even curvy one instead of skinny.
Is that Bruce Timm? Oh wait, no.
Look at that. I guess it's not. Yeah, the black. Thanks. Yeah. Wow, I can't believe they're just doing many variants. I didn't look at this before.
That's a lot of variants, yeah.
So hopefully it does well. I mean, like I said, Vengeance of Vampirella. If you haven't read the 90s version, the 90s run 1 through 25, go find that. I'm sure they have it in trades. Read that, and then read the one from 2019, which has ended early this year. Check that out, and then jump into this. You're not gonna be disappointed. So, and like I said, it's always come down to, like, people ask me, it's like, do I like Red Sonja more or like Vampirella? It's like, when they're written well by good writers, it's hard to say which I like more, because Vampirella is, you know, they both use their sex appeal, and both just kick ass and just kill people and kill things. You know, you think about it, Red Sonja, when it comes to her, and like everybody thinks they can outwit her, and they end up making asses of themselves, and then or just her, and just like she's just like when they had her in what was the crossover they had the Vampirella had her own series with Dan Abnett, and then so did Red Sonja, the Project Superpowers. Mm-hmm. The way they both interacted with the Project Superpowers, the Project Superpower team was appalled by both of them. because they're both feral people, uncontrollable, and they just didn't trust them. So, but yep, that's my number one. I guess we can look over some of the newer other books coming out as well. Let's go. I saw Undead Quinn was actually putting some.
Yeah, I think he put some of his in the chat here. Let's see. He was talking about a few. Let me scroll up here to the top. Undead Quinn. There's number 4. Did he have a number 5? Yeah, number 5. He says Mirka and Dolpho's Sweet Paprika at number 9. I see that one at my LCS every now and then. Number 4, he says, is Red Room Trigger Warnings. Number 3.
Oh, which I just saw down here. Yeah, at Pet
Yeah, I think I saw that one earlier. Yeah.
Yep.
Number 3, he has Farmhand. Number 17. His number 2 is Bunny Mask, the Hollow Inside, number 1. And the number 1 that he has is Sandman Universe, Nightmare Country, number 2.
All right.
Right on.
And Breen says, I'm a fossil, not a dinosaur. Thank you very much.
I saw that. That is pretty funny.
Robert says, I saw a cave painting of Breen riding a dinosaur in the Pickled Sea Lounge.
I can see that. I can totally see that.
Was he wearing the orange, cloth with the tie?
Yeah, the Fred Flintstone outfit.
Yeah. If it didn't have that, it wasn't him.
Yeah, couldn't have been.
Yeah. Let's go over here some of these real quickly.
Yeah, sure.
X-Men 11. Anybody care? No, didn't think so. Son of Kal-El. Is that 11? Really? Wow.
Hey,
I don't pay attention to that at all.
That Wonder Woman, not that cover, but that Wonder Woman 787 does have a sweet cover B by John Boy Myers. I highly recommend checking that out just for the cover.
Spawn 329. That's cool for villains actually like Spawn. It's still going. Crossover still going as well. Wow.
Yeah, that's another Donny Cates book.
Urban Legends still going.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing to Batman? Are they turning?
I mean, it's what? It's anthology stuff, right? So this one has Batman teaming up with Zatanna. There's an Ace the Bat Hound story.
Bad.
There's an Ace the Bat Hound story.
Zatanna's trying to save his soul, and it just looks like that's Zatanna. No,
Zatanna's in the back.
Running. What the?
This is more manga. When you say something looks like manga, this is more of a manga.
That looks like a boy with boobs running towards him. What happened to her hair?
I'm guessing the braided bit is probably behind her as she's running towards. She's running up front.
That looks so bad.
It definitely would look better if she still had the top hat.
But they're stealing his soul, that's like DC pretty much doing it today every day. Batman.
The Riley Rosmo. Actually, the Riley Rosmo variant isn't bad considering it has Plastic Man on it.
Ace the Bat Hound's in this. You have to get it.
That's what I said. I started out by saying Ace the Bat Hound. Actually, the Ace the Bat Hound variant.
I was busy focusing on Batman dying.
Look at the variant with Ace the Bat Hound. That's actually pretty cool because he's playing fetch with Ace.
Oh, is that a Larry Rosmo cover?
The Plastic Man one is. But look at that good boy.
Catch the sharp blade.
He can handle it. He's Ace.
And there's a dinosaur die.
There's the dinosaur and the giant penny. Yeah. Yeah, Batman has to team up with Plastic Man to save a criminal from Penguin and the KG Beast.
I didn't know that Ace was a German Shepherd. I thought he was like a Doberman.
No, I thought he was more of a German Shepherd type of dog.
On the cartoon series, he was more of a Doberman.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that Riley Rosmo cover doesn't look terrible. I think for Plastic Man, it kind of works. I think it kind of works for Plastic Man.
Ugh.
I might be in the minority on that one, but I think it works.
You might be high.
Might be. But anyway.
Marvel moved their woman 2016. What the heck?
So yeah.
Vita Leia's on it. Now I have to get that book.
Plastic Man is awesome, Rhaegar. You don't even know. Plastic
Vita,
Man is fun.
It's funny that her name's Vita because she's just as popular as PlayStation Vita, which also no one cares about.
Oh, I forgot about the PlayStation Vita.
Exactly. See?
It's
named after her.
There's Batgirls #6, Suicide Squad. I forgot about the Get Joker Suicide Squad magazine.
We got Scorched #5. Captain America, Symbol of Truth. No, thank you.
This is the other one because remember, there's 2 Captain Americas.
Yeah, I know. It's Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
What if Miles Morales was anything but Miles Morales?
R.B. Silva. Pretty good artist.
Shang-Chi's still going?
Yep. There's your Walking Dead, #38.
Oh, Legion of Superheroes versus Justice League Bendis. Yay.
I had forgotten about Bendis on Justice League.
You can't forget about Bendis on Justice League.
I really wanted to, and you just reminded. Hey, Terry McGinnis is in this, though. Are you going to get it?
I can't.
Terry McGinnis is in it.
It's against my religion. I can't pick up Bendis books.
Dawn Star's in it. Poor Dawn Star. I can't even imagine what they're probably doing to her.
Oh, Stephanie Phillips with a new book called Grimm. And people are saying this is going to be one of the Boom Studios' first, I guess, really woke books.
Really?
Yeah. The description I was always made this character is dead. That's pretty much what you get. Yeah. I was like, what? I was reading it earlier. Okay. I was like, and I was reading the comments. I was like, how do you know? It's like, how do you know it's gonna be woke? Because it's Stephanie Phillips and then Flavio Armentero, I guess.
Yeah, but isn't that the artist?
Yeah, but I mean, like, Jessica Harrell is dead, but her journey has only just begun. And then, like, down here is like, I was actually pretty stoked for the series until I read the preview pages in Alice Ever After. Disappointed to see that Boom has either jumped on the woke wagon or allowed their artists to do so with completely unnecessary anti-male propaganda.
Oh.
Politics doesn't have to be injected everywhere unless you want to shrink your customer base.
Is that anybody that we know, or is that someone
I don't
else?
know. It's just Cool Papa Zulu.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a bunch of people like.
I only hate Zul, not Zulu. This person says on the bottom is like the fragility of men. You bet your booty I'm supporting this series. Usually love Phillips anyway. I'm a sucker for Jenny Friesen covers. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know anything other than what they're saying on here. I mean, this sounds like maybe someone they read a preview pages. Maybe it is gonna be woke. Hopefully it turns out to be better. I mean, Stephanie Phillips has written some books that aren't bad.
Yeah.
Just like everyone else who's written good and bad books. So
yeah, that's true. Everyone has good ones. Everyone has stinkers.
Hopefully it turns out to be not woke, but if it is, for those who actually want to buy it, I hope you do buy it. Because people who aren't into that are not going to buy it. And that hurts the business. But all right. So all right, go here. I Am Batman still going again. It sounds like the other one. I'm not Starfire. That should be called I'm Not Batman.
Oh no. I forgot about that one too. You just reminded me of all the bad books.
Wow, look at this. You have Batgirls and Batman, the same spot right there.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anybody reading Star Wars? Anything Star Wars these days?
Not that one. That's their.
I never hear anybody brag about reading Star Wars books.
That's supposed to be the tie-in to their new hotel that they have at Disney.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not touching that. Their main series has been pretty good, from what I understand. The Charles Soule run.
7 Secrets, number 17. Time Before Time, number 12. King Conan, there's her 8 Billion Genesis. Naomi, season 2, number 3. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, 292. Lady Mechanica, Monster of the Ministry of Hell. Star Trek, The Mirror War, that's still going on. Transformers, Last Spot Standing. Wow, they're doing a Ronin story for the Transformers.
I remember hearing about this a while ago. Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic story on Cybertron. So that's interesting. I don't know
if it doesn't start off where Optimus Prime saying, "When I was a young bot."
When I was a bot.
Before I can make him an Autobot.
The cover is kind of cool though, but
All right.
$6.
The Blade's been pretty good. I haven't catch up with these, but I read the past couple of issues. They had these other titles, but the Chimerian or the Dragon, number 3. Blood Syndicate Season 1 by Milestone Comics. Check it out. Heavy Metal Drummer by Behemoth Comics, number 4. I think Skip's been talking about this one.
Oh, has he?
Sure. He's into this. I mean, it sounds. I think it's like a horror haunted house like a thing. This might be the book he's talking about. They had a haunted house and they play shows there.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we got Loaded Bible by Image Comics. The Joneses number 2, another Star Trek one, tying into Discovery. Oh.
Oh my goodness! What about Archie meets Riverdale number 1?
You just saw that now? I saw that earlier.
I'm kind of interested, or I was, until I saw it was written by Daniel Kibblesmith.
Yeah, no, right?
Now I'm like, no, that's okay.
Here's your Firestar, or Firepower, not Firestar. Firepower number 1.
Firepower number 1. If you haven't started reading it yet,
also
train.
Back issue. If you're a big, huge Silver issue, or Silver Surfer fan, check this out. It's all gonna be focused on everything Silver Surfer from the Bronze Age. And so yeah, you're also gonna have Silver Scott Hampton's Silver Heels, Silver Sable, Silver Banshee, villain history, and Kurt Busiek, Steve Butler, Tom DeFalco, Steve Englehart, Ron Friends, Sterling Gates, Ron Mars, Fabian Nicieza, Gordon Purcell, Alex Ross, Marshall Rogers, Joe Rubenstein, Roger Stern, Gregor Wright, and more. And like I said, these are awesome issues to read, and they just tell you everything you may have not known about the character, or some you may have already known or forgot. So check these out. Back issue, and also Alter Ego for some of the gold. I think Alter Ego does the Golden Age. But yeah, if you're a huge Silver Surfer fan, these are only like $11. And then they actually have in the back of these magazines, you can actually go to these websites where the person who sells it, Tomorrowland, I think it is. Mm-hmm. And you can pre-order, or you can even buy digital versions of the magazine for like $4.
Oh, nice.
So out of these, check them out. These are good. Probably not as cool as Wizard. I've never really read Wizard, but I mean, I picked up the last one that had 80s Superman stuff in there. So yeah, I'll go back to here. Just about over, folks. Just going to get towards the end here. Just letting you know. And then you can check out Joe Corallo and that fossil Eric Breen on that guy's, who I forgot his name is, channel that he plugged earlier.
Hollow Mouse?
Not Hollow Mouse. No.
Skip-Tosh.
Not Skip-Tosh, no. Breen can plug it again if he's still there. But yeah. Not many books coming out that I'm really interested in this week.
Yule Carter.
Yule Carter, that's what it is. Yeah. It's such a weird first name. I always forget the first name. So I don't want to say the name and like butcher it and say like Jack Carter or something like that, or some weird name like that, But yeah. Here's the other Archie book. You can always get Archie Showcase Digest.
There you go. That one looks better.
Oh yeah, all the original Archie stuff, and it says like this. These are the better ones. I've noticed that some of the newer Archie stuff, like when they do the crossover Riverdale, you gotta be careful which ones who's writing, because you may not get what you actually are expecting on an Archie comic book. Mm-hmm. Like, look at this. Landmark story only collected on the phone for the first time in Digest. Archie, Jughead, and Betty Veronica have a lot of new friends and rivals Riverdale High. When it is invaded by 50 new kids, a nearby high school has closed due to budget cuts, and 50 students and 4 teachers are transferred to the Riverdale High. So Archie and his friends have to step up their game with new students and bring serious competition to Riverdale. And you got a stylish new girl who rivals Veronica, a talented photographer who threatens Betty's role at the school paper, and a tricky prankster even more cunning and crafty than Reggie are now part of the mix. So it's nothing really new, but I mean, like it sounds more entertaining than, oh look, we're meeting our alternate selves from a different universe that are shallower and just not as cool as us. It's just, it's like, I don't know. It'd be real weird to see like Scooby-Doo, like the 60s version Scooby-Doo cartoon meets the 90s cartoon version. It's like, I don't need to see that.
The James Gunn movie version.
Yeah. Right. Yep. So, yeah. And then Dan Parent's doing the cover and the penciling on that stuff. So, yeah. Check out this Archie. For Archie. That's what I've been collecting, some of these. And then, like I said, they collect some of the older issues, and plus you get some new stuff too as well.
Jim Sorensen says he really wants to get Blood Syndicate, but he's worried that they'll get the static treatment. He says Icon has been good though, so I'm glad he's been liking Icon.
Yeah. All right, so that's our show for today. Getting ready to start having a coughing fit. I'm so sick right now. Hope you guys enjoyed what we showed off today. Let us know if you haven't done so in the chat. Also, when we end the stream, in the comment section, let us know what you're getting. Yeah. If you're getting anything, even if it's just one book, because
10 books.
There's a lot of books coming out, and I feel like we go over most, but there might be some books that we may have not talked about. Maybe you want to talk about those books maybe next week, or because later this week, I should say, we're actually going to talk about the best books of this week.
Thursday.
And usually we keep it down to like just me and Zach, but if someone else decides they want to join us, they can show off the books they got. Just let us know ahead of time. Just leave a comment. Yeah. If you're not subscribe, click like, and
ring that bell so that you can know when we go live, and you can
check out Hugh Carter's channel. I'm not sure. I think it's just called Hugh Carter.
Might be.
I'm not sure. And yeah. Also, if you like our content and you want to give us some money because you're just that nice of a person, we do have a Ko-Fi link, which is right here. You ask why are we taking cash donations or just Ko-Fi donations? Because we do read books on here, and the money goes towards to basically improving the software we use to make this channel better, and also it goes towards comic subscriptions as far as the Marvel DC apps. That way we can bring the books to you and butcher them horribly in awesomely fashion. Also, it helps out because then we can buy bringing a new back. That's eventually true. He's gonna need one soon. Look at all those books up and down.
Robert Robertson says he has a selection of Alterna books coming in this week.
Nice.
And Eric says Yule Carter's channel is called Fantastic Comics. LK says it too. Fantastic Comics is the name of the channel. So there you go. Make sure that you subscribe and check out Fantastic Comics.
I also want to thank everyone. I realize we got a huge audience tonight. We're up to like 11.
Wow.
Thank you for showing up. I mean, this is awesome. We're usually doing like 2 or 3 people here. One of them being me viewing on my phone. So thank you for showing up. And yeah, in the chat right there, we have the YouTube link there for Fantastic Comics. Check that stream out. They're at 11 Eastern. So that's it, everybody. Hope you guys have a good week. The puppets will be back tomorrow doing their reviews, and then check back on Thursday for the retrospective Thursday night, which I believe we're. Do you remember what book it is?
Avengers 228, 229, and 230 is what I have written down.
So that
a couple of Avengers books.
Avengers Thursday night retrospective, happening at 9 o'clock Eastern. And the best of the books, best of the week, that's gonna be at 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern.
Yep. Gonna be fun.
Have a good day, guys.
All right. See y'all later.
Later.